when you deny your Igbo identity, you are not making a mockery of Ndi Igbo. No, you are making a mockery of yourself. Because the people you are talking to know who you are. If you like, deny from here to next 300 years. They know who you are. Cultural identities are not like political identity that you can change anytime. Cultural identities are permanent. It does not respect state boundary. When you see Ndi Igbo cry out against identity denial, you think they are unity beggars. But there's a reason why every Igbo person cries out every time against identity denial. A very remarkable scenario played out during the administration of His Excellency, late Muhammadu Buhari. During a press briefing, because he usually has a media chat, during this particular press briefing, he was asked about the marginalization of Ndi Igbo. And he laughed. He said, how are they marginalized and who is marginalizing them? The interviewer was stunned when he began to reel out Ndi Igbo who are occupying various positions. He listed people like Dr. Godwin Emefiele, who was CBN Governor. He then went on to list Dr. Ibe Kachikwu. One of the interviewers laughed and said they are Deltans, and the president returned to them that they are Igbo. These are people that ordinarily would be denying their Igbo identity.
The large number of young people from the south that we have seen that are demonstrating and chanting, doesn't it worry Mr. President that this could escalate and become...
It will worry me when I have the militants, I have the Boko Haram, and another group is imagine they want Biafra. They say they are marginalized, but they haven't defined the extent of marginalization. Who is marginalizing them? Where? Do you know?
They believe they are marginalized.
Yes, how?
And it's their perception.
Marginalized how?
So, President, immediately you appointed them top your aides, and they felt an Igbo man was not there. Somebody from the east was not there, and then the two persons, Obunayano and Chris Ngige, just got past, in spite of the fact that they feel they are the third largest ethnic group in Nigeria. And then those are the two positions they have.
It's not a question of ethnicity. It's a question of the Constitution. I am limited by what the Constitution said. There must be a member of Executive Council from each state. The rest, there's a lot of partisan politics in it. Who is the Minister of State for Petroleum? Is he not an Igbo? Who is the Governor of Central Bank for Delta? Is he not an Igbo? Who is the Minister of Labor? Who is the Minister of Science and Technology? Who is the Junior Minister of Education? I don't think of any Hausa Fulani or any Yoruba who serve in virtually cabinet positions as the Igbos have. So what do they want? They want me to put my gown down so that I bring somebody in. I stood at election and I won. And I'm limited by the Constitution. I have a member of every state in the Executive Council, and I have to listen to him as I sit at the channel. Okay. That is the limit the Constitution gave me.
Okay. Ika is not from Igbo. Enuani is not from Igbo. Godwin Emefiele is from Ika. Dr. Ibe Kachikwu is from Enuani, is from Onichubo. Enuani is not from Igbo. Ika is not from Igbo. Okwani is not from Igbo. Ikwere is not from Igbo. As you are seeing presently, one of the ministers exhibiting that he is not from Igbo. We are not saying you are from Igbo. Rather, we are insisting that you are Igbo. And every other person knows so. The president knows so. So I am sure, I'm very, very certain that the president is among the people laughing are these people who deny publicly their Igbo identity. The question is, why do they keep denying their Igbo identity? Why? At the time, I was thinking it's just because of the post-war experience, the trauma that followed after the Nigerian genocidal war against Igbo. But no, this is beyond a post-war trauma. It is something deeper than that. I think this has to do with people's orientation and the way people are confident. I think it has to do with people's upbringing. When you deny your Igbo identity, you are not just making a mockery of yourself. You are making a mockery of your lineage. Because the people around you know who you are. You are not just the only one that knows who you are. One of the popular sayings says, tell me your friend and I will tell you who you are. You cannot tell me your friend and then tell me who you are. No. Tell me your friend, I will tell you who you are. Tell me your lineage. Tell me about your community and I will tell you your ethnicity. It's as simple as that. The president who made this appointment knows where these people are from. There are several Igbo people who have occupied ministerial positions. Some are from Delta. Some are from River State. And several other places where Ndi Igbo are found. Where these people are found and the president makes this appointment, he indicates that this appointee is an Igbo man. They know. Even if you don't know, they know. You cannot have identity crisis and then force other people to have the same identity crisis with you. Yesterday, I saw comments of a particular young boy called Ika and Enuani, who is busy bashing Ndi Igbo. Ordinarily, I would think this is a pseudonym or a pseudo profile, but it ended up not being a pseudo profile. It ended up being a real person who is from one of the communities in Delta who has identity crisis. This identity crisis may be generational because some of these people, their identity crisis was passed on to them by their parents. And some of these parents are hinging their own Igbo identity denial on a personal grudge against Ndi Igbo. There's a popular one going on now from a community called Ibuzo, a community renowned as an Igbo community. Two of the founders of Ibuzo are from Uri and Isu, respectively. So they are called Ndi Ibuzo Isu or Ndi Obelinshi. These are Igbo people. How come today, after several hundred years, their descendants are denying their Igbo identity? Go deeper and you will find some of them will say, I have a personal disagreement with so person. I was denied so opportunity by our Igbo brother in the south, is therefore I am no longer Igbo. I have seen so with a traditional ruler who came publicly. Imagine a traditional ruler, imagine a king coming publicly to say, I am expressing my personal opinion. I do not want to be part of the Southeast. Which king in any part of the world has personal opinion above the opinions of the people he is their ruler or he is their king? A king is a reflection of the opinions, of the ideas of his people. But in these days, we have kings who express personal opinion, probably because of a personal disagreement or a personal grudge. When you deny your Igbo identity, you are not making a mockery of Ndi Igbo. No, you are making a mockery of yourself. Because the people you are talking to know who you are. If you like, deny from here to next 300 years. They know who you are. Cultural identities are not like political identity that you can change anytime. Cultural identities are permanent. It does not respect state boundary. The same way you have Ijaw people in Edo, Delta, Bayelsa, Cross Rivers, Akwa Ibom, and River State. Same way you have Ndi Igbo in these different states outside the Southeast geopolitical zone. Is it not funny that despite Delta State being included, I mean the Anyoma part of Delta, being included as a member state of Ohaneze Ndi Igbo, even producing a president in Sir Ambassador Ralph Uwechwe, the Ohunuzami of Ogwashuku. People from Anyoma are still contemplating their Igbo identity, whereas they are a member state in Ohaneze Ndi Igbo. Is it not laughable that after over decades of having one of their sons serve as President General of Ohaneze Ndi Igbo, the Anyoma people are still grappling whether they are Igbo or not? I want to use this privilege to thank the traditional rulers of Anyoma, led by the Obuzo of Ibuzo, Professor Walboshi, who came out and unanimously reaffirmed, and proclaimed their Igbo identity. Now that our kings have proclaimed their Igbo identity, it now behoves on their subjects to come out and do same. We experienced this in Idumujuno, where the king of Idumujuno, Odi Dr. Chukwuike, came out to affirm his Igbo identity, whereas one of his subjects, who bears complete Igbo names, is busy on social media denying same. I want to commend all the traditional rulers from Anyoma who came together 3 days ago to make this declaration that they remain and they have been Ndi Igbo, and they pledge their support for the Anyoma state creation and the Anyoma state that will be zoned to the southeast. After watching these videos that I played of Anyoma traditional rulers and the president of Nigeria, who knows who is from where, I would like to inform you, the young upcoming Igbo identity denier, that no matter how much you deny your identity, your neighbors, those around you, those who have been here before you, know who you are, and they will continue to regard you as only Igbo. So the earlier you embraced your Igbo identity, the better for you. Download the Igbo, call the one who goes on. Afambo, the Kekensi Agunu, or the name Ngozi Chukwuka Fortune. In case this is your first time of coming across our videos, please hit the subscribe button, share our videos, and drop your comments down below. Let us know what you think about the current spate of Igbo identity denial among Ndi Igbo who are outside the Southeast geopolitical zone. Thank you and do have a very pleasant day. Bye.